You've probably been told that transforming your life is only about staying positive, praying more, and surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Now, whilst this is good addition to your life, you genuinely transform by subtracting psychological patterns that keep you from operating from fear, denial, and trauma. And there are 5 specific things you must give up, not modify, not manage, give up entirely. Number 1 is the need to be seen as good. This is the persona most people build to avoid rejection and to gain approval. You cannot transform your life while maintaining a mask designed to make others comfortable with you. Think about the time and energy you spend managing other people's perception of you, proving you are kind, compassionate, performing goodness so consistently that you've forgotten how you truly feel underneath that performance. You silence your anger because a person of faith shouldn't get angry. You override your boundaries because you should be seen as a forgiving person. You exhaust yourself being available and helpful because that is what good people do. This performance is completely based on fear. It is the act of being good to avoid the terror of being seen as bad or unlovable. When you stop performing, you become authentic. And that means you can be kind but fierce. You can be generous and still say no. You can be compassionate and still call out BS. When you're authentic, you become unpredictable because people cannot manipulate you with guilt. Then you have finally released yourself to operate from integrity rather than performed virtue. Number 2 is the belief that you can help everyone. The compulsion to always want to help others may sound like good character, but it almost always comes from unhealed trauma, not from genuine compassion. Because it's mostly about the helper's ego, not the other person's well-being. You've probably been told that your empathy and your desire to help is a gift, but I challenge you to look deeper. Is your need to help saving others, or serving your desire to feel valuable, needed, or indispensable? This pattern is based on lack. You help because you don't feel valuable without being needed. You keep helping because, God forbid, if everyone is okay, then you'd have to face your own unresolved pain. So you stay busy fixing everybody else. When you give up the need to fix and help, you will realize that everyone is on their own journey, and sometimes people need to struggle to grow. This doesn't mean becoming cold and uncaring. Absolutely not. It means knowing the difference between genuine service and ego-driven rescuing. Because sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let someone face their own consequences and learn their own lessons. It is the ability to care without needing to control. Number 3 is the need to be understood. People spend a copious amount of energy trying to make others understand them, explaining their choices, defending their boundaries, justifying their feelings. This is the need for external validation instead of internal sovereignty. You have a conversation where you explain yourself for 30 minutes, trying to make people understand why you did something, why you feel a certain way, why you made a particular choice. And when they still don't get it, you feel frustrated, dismissed, or invincible. This pattern reveals a lack of self-trust because you're outsourcing your sense of reality to others. When you release the need to be understood, you can share your experience without needing the other person to understand or accept it, to feel solid in your own truth. Most people need a consensus reality. If others don't see what they see, they start questioning if they are seeing clearly. And that is needing others to validate your perceptions because you don't trust yourself. You have to understand that no matter how much you try, some people won't get you. They can't. They are not in your consciousness. They haven't lived your experiences. They do not perceive reality the way you do. Number 4 is the fantasy of whom people can become. This is seeing potential in people and relating to that potential instead of whom they actually are. People stay in relationships and friendships with people who consistently hurt them because they can see whom they'd become if they change. You're not seeing their potential. You're projecting your needs for them to be different on them. This pattern is based on denial because you're refusing to see the reality of what's in front of you. When you release the fantasy, you start making decisions based on current reality, not future possibilities. Number 5 is the victim identity. A lot of people build their entire sense of self around their traumas and negative experiences and never move beyond that. They introduce themselves through their trauma. They relate to others through shared pain. Releasing past hurts and trauma doesn't mean denying that harm happened. It means becoming somebody who had those experiences but isn't those experiences. It means becoming someone who carries scars but isn't defined by them. You know you have transformed your life when you can talk about your past without it being the most interesting thing about you. When you're more interested in whom you're becoming than explaining why you are the way you are because of what happened to you. Namaste.